Hey, I'm here again for the 150th, thousandth time. I don't know. CD collection update. This one's really not that big compared to the other one. I only got 15 albums here to show off. I just wanted to, you know, not accumulate 40 something like last time. Not that that's a bad thing. That might happen again. Who knows? Um, but I just felt like I'd show off some of the early 2014 releases that I've picked up and a couple older ones. Um, so yeah, buddy, let's do this. I'll start with the 2014 releases. I literally picked these two up last night, starting with Ex Mortis with Slave to the Sword. Sorry for the glare. Any metal fan should buy this, especially if you're a fan of like thrash metal, Battlecross, Holy Grail, whatever. Pick this up. This is one of the most solid records of the year so far. Um, Sorry for the darkness. My light is like, for some reason today, decided it wanted to glare all over the camera. So this is probably the best situation that I could do. Next is Carnifex with Die Without Hope. We just reviewed this, so check that out. And check out my Ex Mortis review, because I reviewed that too. This is a great album. This is a good... I'm not even going to call this a return, because it's only been 3 years, but this is probably the best Carnifex album that they've done, and definitely one of the better deathcore albums of the past few years. A genre that is dying. Next, I reviewed this. I think I reviewed all of these so far. Yes, I did. So check all these reviews out. Cynic with Kindly Bent to Free Us. An amazing, amazing fucking record. This is a great album to listen to when it's like dark out and you're driving. Just saying. But no, seriously, this has a lot of good songs on it. The title track is probably my favorite. True Hallucination Speak is one of the most catchy songs I've heard all year. Infinite Shapes, Moonheart, Sunhead. Fuck, that's a good song too. Next up, this one's a very manly album. Iced Earth, Plagues of Babylon. It was kind of funny. I wanted to get this when it came out, like late January. However, my CD store was selling this for $18 brand new. I was like, yeah, I don't know, you know. I'm weird, unless it's like a special edition or something that I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely want. I can't drop $18 to $20 on a CD. I'm good for 10 to 15 or whatever. But, you know, I like to buy them new to support them a little bit more. So they were selling this for $18, yet they had all these copies of it, and they were all $18, and then there was one that was on sale for $10. I was like, alright, what the fuck ever. So I got that. This is a great album. This album is better when you put it in your stereo in your car or at home and you jam out that way. This album gets better and better with each listen, and this is seriously might be my number 2 album of the year so far, and my number 1 album will be the next one that I'm going to show off, and that is Behemoth with The Satanist. I can't really put into words how great this record is. This is such an evil record. This is such a mind-blowing experience to listen to. Every time I put this on, I can't do anything else but listen to this album. It's just such a good return for this band. And I'm stoked. I'm going to hopefully be traveling a long distance to see the Metal Alliance, the Metal Alliance tour with these guys in Goathorn, 1349, whatever. Inquisition, Black Crown Initiate. That's going to be a great show. Mostly going for Behemoth, though, because I've been wanting to see Behemoth forever, and this album definitely urges me to go buy it. I don't see this falling anywhere out of the top 10 for me by the end of 2014. Maybe even top 5. It's seriously that good. But so far, in the first 3 months of 2014, this is my album of the year. So I wonder who's going to dethrone it, or if anybody will dethrone it. Who the fuck knows? Might not. Next up, Primal Fear, Delivering the Black. This came with like some deluxe CD bullshit. Yet it was cheaper than Ice Dirt's album. Makes no sense. But whatever. I haven't watched this DVD yet. But seriously, this is one of the stronger albums from this band. And I'll say it time and time again. I spoke about this band in so many different videos. If you're a fan of metal, if you're a fan of power metal and the more classic, more heavy metal, even thrash metal, whatever, listen to this band. I strongly encourage you to do so. King for a Day, Rebel Faction, When Death Comes Knocking, Delivering the Black, One Night in December, Born the Broken Heart, Innocent Man. Holy shit, the amount of good songs on this album. I love it. Check it out, man. Check it out. Steve Brule. And the last 2014 album I have is Within Temptation with Hydra. This is another really addicting album. I don't think it's their best, but it does have good songs. Let Us Burn, I feel that's a good song. And I like the songs where, there's some guest appearances. I feel that they're done well rather than just there to sell records. So the Dangerous with Howard Jones is fantastic. And We Run with Exhibit actually is good. Paradise Lost with Tarja, formerly of Nightwish, another good one. The whole album's pretty solid. But yeah, I enjoy it. Good shit. That's my 2014 releases. There's not too much coming up in March that I'm still going to pick up. I want to get Interval's new album. I went to look for that last night, but my fucking store didn't have it. Kind of sucks ass. So I'll have to order that one, and then I want to get Animals as Leaders is coming out later this year. Alter Beast. I don't even know if there's anything else after that. Who knows? But April and May are fucking filled with shit. So anyways, moving on. The older albums. I got 3 records here, all from the same band. I was actually supposed to show these off in my last one, but I completely forgot about them. And they are all from Blind Guardian. And I have their, I think, 1989 album. I don't fucking know. What's it called? Tales from the Twilight World. I knew that. This album's fucking amazing. This album's probably my favorite Blind Guardian album, and that is Imaginations from the Other Side. And then I picked up a Twisted Myth from 2006. This band is absolutely incredible to me, if you're a fan of power metal, especially. I love the folk influences in their sound. I love that they sing about, Lord of the Rings shit. It's kind of cool. I always am absolutely intrigued by their album art. It's always so good. I want every album from this band. I've been listening to this band so much recently, and they're all really fucking good. And they're supposedly working on a new record right now, hopefully to come out this year, if not next year. So I'm extremely, extremely stoked on that. I love Blind Guardian. Seriously, check it out. Imaginations from the Other Side is probably their strongest album in my mind. Every track. This is such an intriguing album. But these two, the older ones, Tales from the Twilight World and Imaginations from the Other Side, they're the big power metal, but they're a little bit more focused, I feel. I like older Blind Guardian more than newer. A Twisted Myth adds lots of orchestration and symphonic stuff, and sometimes it just feels a little too overdone. But it's still really good, so definitely check out Blind Guardian. They are absolutely incredible. Another Within Temptation album, The Heart of Everything. This is my favorite from them. This is a good fucking record. Only one little guest appearance thing from Keith Caputo. No clue where he's from. On the song What Have You Done? The Howling, Frozen, Our Solemn Hour, The Heart of Everything. This is a solid album. This is my personal favorite. Sharon sounds absolutely phenomenal on this record as well. And I didn't know it came out on Roadrunner. This is I don't even know which album this is, but it's it's some solid shit if you're into symphonic power metal with female vocalists. Um, yeah, I'm not really into too many bands with female vocalists. I like more when female vocalists are added to bands, if you know what I mean. Like in Helveti, on their most recent album, Helvetios, a Roseberry Pono, stuff like that. I feel adds a little bit more. But bands like Within Temptation, Nightwish, Epica, I really enjoy them. I'm just not all for let's add a female vocalist so we can sell records and sell tickets to our shows. I don't like that. One of my these next two are two records that made my top 20 list. I just now have picked them up, and that one of them is Rivers of Nile, The Conscious Seed of Light. I can't stop listening to this album. Seriously, ever since this came out in like October, I've been listening to this all the time. This is one of the smartest signings that Metal Blade has ever done. And it's really cool that this band's from Reading, Pennsylvania, an hour away from me, not even. So it's cool that, you know, a good death metal band came out from someone around me, because my area is just filled with August Burns Red and Texas in July knockoffs, and they're terrible, and they should fucking stop. Not trying to be an ass, but it's the truth. If you lived around me, you'd feel the same exact thing. If you live around Lancaster, Pennsylvania, tell me what you feel about the fucking music scene, man. But seriously, Rain Eater, Birth of the Omni Savior, Mechanical Trees, A Fertile Altar, Airless, really the whole album. The vocals are just so monstrous. Like, this is almost too heavy. It's really incredible. And it has one of the coolest intros I've ever heard to a record, period. Check out Rivers of Nile if you're a death metal fan. The next two. The first one I'm going to show made my top 20. The second one is from 2012, I think. But I got these from Valentine's Day from my girlfriend, and it's cool because she's the best. Pyrexia with Feast of Iniquity. Some death metal on Valentine's Day. Fuck, this is one of the best death metal albums that I've heard in a long time. Every song is just amazing. And if you own this, I strongly encourage you to not drive and listen to this, because you'll start headbanging too much and you might get in an accident. It was kind of scary, but it was awesome when I was listening to this driving. It's just, I can't stop headbanging. Panzer Tank Lobotomy is one of the coolest songs. Just so heavy, so simple. Thy Minion, The Pendulum, Death Wish, holy fuck. Such a good album, if you're a fan of death metal. They remind me of Suffocation a lot, and I feel that if I saw this band in a venue that held 200 people, a very small capacity venue, it would be scary as shit, but it would be so awesome. I really want to see them. I feel that they would be perfect fit for the first or second band on Summer Slaughter this year. I just feel that they would be an extremely great start to the show. And so, yeah. Speaking of Summer Slaughter, Morbid Angel, Dying Fetus, The Faceless are on it. They've been dropping hints on their Facebook page. Pretty good lineup so far. The one I'm just not so much for The Faceless, because they're on it seemingly every fucking year. But so far, I'm really pleased with it, and I'm hoping that they're not just trolling and that is the actual shit. But they did the same thing the past few years, and it turned out to be true. So I might do a little video, maybe next week, of what I feel and what I would love to see from the Summer Slaughter lineup. Tell me what you think about that. Next is Beheaded with Never to Dawn. This is another great fucking record. Both of these come from Unique Leader Records, a great label that I've said it a couple times. I really like what they do, honestly. All they do is sign death metal bands and technical death metal bands. Some are hit and miss, but some are really fucking good, like Beheaded, like Pyrexia, like Rings of Saturn, whatever. This is a solid fucking record. I love the track The first one, Elapsed in the Vortex of Extinction. When the solo comes in about halfway through, just the rhythm underneath of it is so heavy, and every time it's good. But overall, this is a solid album, one that I've been wanting for a long time. So definitely check out Beheaded with Never to Dawn. Unique Leader has some pretty good albums coming out this year. They put out the Kennedy Vale. I reviewed that. I still have to check out Surreption that just came out, and I know there's a new Beneath album coming out. Alter Beast seems cool. I loved what I've heard from Alter Beast so far, so pretty stoked on some of the releases from there. And the last one is another Primal Fear album. Probably my second favorite Primal Fear album, with my favorite song from Primal Fear, and that is the album Seven Seals. Not seals is in the animal, seals is in cool things. I don't know what I'm saying. Demons and Angels, that's all I have to say. Listen to that track, listen to that chorus, and just bang your head and just sing along, and it's just, I can't get enough of that. But seriously, the whole album is fantastic. Some of my favorites are Roller Coaster, the title track. Evil Spell is amazing. Seriously, Ralph Sheepers, I compare him to Rob Halford because he sounds like Rob Halford, and he tried out for Judas Priest when Halford left in the 90s. But I feel that as he just blows Rob Halford out of the fucking water. It's not even funny in my eyes. Sorry to anyone that's like, Rob Halford's the best. And I'm not knocking Rob Halford. He is one of the best metal vocalists of all time. I just feel that when it comes to Rob Halford, he's more of an influential vocalist than he is one of the best ever in my eyes. He's influenced countless of vocalists, which is fantastic. And I don't think anyone can argue that. I certainly can't. But and also, I mean, I'm even saying that he's better than Rob Halford when Rob Halford was in his heyday in like the 80s and, Painkiller stuff. But whatever. Just my opinion. Completely different video. But check out Primal Fear with Seven Seals. Check out all these albums. All the 2014 releases that I've showed off here have been reviewed. I'll link the reviews in the description. So definitely check them all out. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. As always, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up very, very soon. Lots of reviews. Lots of music reviews, some gaming stuff, some TV stuff, movies, whatever. We do what the fuck we want. So we'll see you guys around. Later.